Hey there guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. It is Peppy and today we are going to be taking a look at the stash run on Interchange. This is a run I do a lot, especially early wipe. I do it on my scav mostly. Sometimes I'll do it on my PMC, just kind of depends on how I feel and what, if other people are online and they want to do other stuff. But if I'm solo and I'm just kind of running around doing my own thing, I'll come here, I'll do this run or I'll do the wood run which will be uploaded tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to get going here. So, we are at this extract here. I think it's Emercon. I always forget the name of this one for some reason, but you guys know this extract if you played Interchange at all. It's out the back of the mall. So, the first stash, guys, it's here. It is a bit of a dangerous one, but if you get a spawn down in this area, it might be worth just checking out. Just be careful because there can be other spawns close by. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this way and I'm going to do a full circle of the map doing all the stashes and we'll end up over at power because the last stash is over that direction. So I'm going to speed up the video a bit and get us to the next stash. Alright guys, so there's two stashes that are in this location here, this little kind of campsite. Behind both boxes in the bush, there's one right here. And I am going to loot all of the stashes so you can have an idea of the loot you're going to get. There's a headset as well. Um, the best thing about the stashes, guys, is that they can actually have any loot in the game, pretty much. Like, you can literally get anything. And the other one is right here. It's a wooden one this time. It's not one of the little containers. It's one of the wooden stashes in the ground. And there's a gun. So one thing just about this area, guys, just be very wary, especially if you're on your PMC. If you're on your scav, it's not as big a deal. Just be careful of players coming out of either this gap here or up on the platform above over there, and they're going to the extract down there. That's the only thing you really need to worry about if you're on your scav. If you're on your PMC, you kind of got to be watching everywhere at all times. But yeah, just be careful of the PMCs. There's a bag there as well. You guys can loot if you want. So the next one is right here. It's just past these bushes here. Alright guys, so the next one is right here by this tree. Between these trees I should say, right here at the bush. If you look at these two signs on the building, you have to be kind of in line with the two of them. And it is right there. An intel folder. Now there's two more along this stretch. There's another bag right there on that chair also, guys, so you loot that on your way as well. Now I think the other one's right, yeah, the other one's right here between these two trees, so just past that bag. This one will be a bit hard to find if you're not sure of it, so just past there, you'll see these three trees right beside each other, and it's right between these two. I think we have a gun in this one by the looks of it. Yep, another AK. And then there is one more along this little stretch. And it is not far, it's just down here where the grass starts to end. And that's how you know, yeah, it's at this tree here, right in this kind of like sandy area. Right here. Alright, so the next one is a little bit away, so we're going to speed it up again, guys. Alright guys, so the next one is when you get to this area here with this truck with the container on the back, there is also a blue van right on the front of it. So if you kind of just line yourself with that, turn around, and boom, it is right there at the tree. An MP7. Alright, we're going to speed up again, guys, because that sash is kind of out on its own. I would normally only do that if I'm on my scav. I never do that sash if I'm on my PMC, just because of where it's located. Because there's tons of scavs in there, and the scav players can spawn there. It's not worth it in my opinion as a PMC. But if you want to loot it, go ahead. Alright guys, so the next one is right here when you come over that blue fence, the first one that's knocked over. It is right here amongst these trees. This one can be a bit hard to find when you're not used to it, but if you just keep an eye, just remember that when you're on the sand here, you're going to see these three big trees right in front of you, and it's at the middle one. So there is another one then, just a little bit further on. This one can also be a pain to find when you're not sure what you're looking for. It is right there, but I'm going to show you guys how I find it. If you guys struggle to find it, because I did for quite a while, line yourself up with the corner of the train, basically. Turn around directly, and it is right there. Alright, so that's an easy way to remember how to find it. And then there's another tree in this area, so we're not going to speed it up. Am I after mixing up? Yeah, I have it mixed up. It's down further, I think. Yeah, so it's behind the first. It's between the two piles of rubble. So from that one then, there's these two bushes over here. There's another wooden stash in the ground right between them. There's a helmet. Give me 1 second here now. We sort out some of our inventory a bit. And then last of all, guys, right here at this rubble where this thing sticks up, there's another one right there. And there's another gun. Alright, so, guys, if, say, you spawned in the rough area down where we spawned at the start of this video, you could literally do that route and then extract right here at these trains, okay? Because you will always have this extract if you spawned the other side of the map. So, with what we have in our bags right now, at early wipe, especially with the intel folder, all the guns, we got 4 guns. That's 4 separate runs that you've just paid for at one scav run. And then you've got a few things to sell and whatever. Like, I know it's not like crazy loot, but some of the things there are really nice. So you could just go extract. Now, we're going to show you the rest of the stashes so that you know where they all are. I think there's about another like 7, maybe 8 stashes to show you in total. If you, like I said before, if you're on your scav, go ahead and try them all. If you're on your PMC, there are 2 out at the front of the shopping centre that I do not recommend looting on your PMC. because they're just so out in the open that you've a higher chance of death. Horrible, horrible death. Alright guys, so the first one along here, I'm sure most people know about this one, and if you don't, it is right here underneath this bridge. Yeah, you do have to crouch when you get to about here to get to it. And then you do have to stay crouched for a little bit. You can't uncrouch for a while, but there you go. Now, these next two guys, I do not loot at all on a PMC. They are way too dangerous. I've died multiple times trying to loot them in the past, and I've just stopped doing it because it's not worth it. You just throw away your whole run for 2 stashes. So there's one here right behind this little cabin. There's a bush, and I just walked past it. There it is. I've come across plenty of people that actually will sit in that bush. I'm not going to bring them, but there's a headset that we couldn't pick up. I've come across many people that actually just sit in that bush until they see someone or hear someone coming to them, and then they'll kill them for people coming to the stash. So I've died to that myself. So I just don't bother anymore. The other one is over here in the. Did I just run past it? Yeah, I did. It's in this go-kart arena. It's the very first bush when you come from that other stash. And it is right there. Oh, and there's a backpack. Alright, so. Alright, we're going to speed it up again, guys, because the next ones are actually in the power plant. We're just about done here now. I think there's only 2 left that I have to show you guys. So we're just going to speed it up here and we'll get to the power plant. Alright, guys, so I've decided to cut the video instead just because it was a bit of a longer run. Anyone that doesn't know Interchange, just where we were in the last clip, just follow that road the way I was looking. Just follow that and you'll get to power plant. Just for you guys that don't know the map at all, and you're looking to kind of come in and make a bit of money. So when you get to power plant, you see this big truck. Run over here. And go over these steps. In behind here to this corner. And there is a stash right here. So many people run past this stash when they spawn at power plant. They have no idea it's here. It's always worth taking a look at. If you get this spawn, guys, make sure you loot power plant. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There's like, I'm just going to show really quickly. Computer there, jacket, computer. I think there's a computer on the right somewhere. Yes, in behind this desk. There can be stuff on these shelves. All here. Check this cabinet. And then there's a ton of jackets. So there's these 2. There's another 2 in there. There can be stuff here. There is toolboxes. There, and I think there's one more. I'm just not sure whereabouts it is. I'm pretty sure there's 3 toolboxes in here though. But yeah, just make sure you check it, guys. It is worth checking if you do spawn here. And then you can get that stash that I showed you, and then we're gonna run out here down the back. There's a couple of toolboxes and loot boxes in all these little open buildings, so make sure you check them as well, guys. Alright, and then the very, very last stash, at least that I know of on Interchange, guys, is right down here in this corner. And there he is. Alright, there's a bullbacks. Right, guys, that is it. As I said before, guys, if you're going to do this run completely, I recommend just loading in on your scav, doing a lap of the map and seeing what's there. Sometimes you can even get lucky with a drop coming in late in the raid and there's no one else around and you get a free drop as well. So, yeah, that's it. If you're finding these videos helpful, please do throw a like down below. Let me know down below if this is a run maybe you do, or if maybe there's an extra stash I missed, or, you know, whatever it may be. And do sub to the channel. There'll be a lot more Tarkov stuff coming, especially with Wipe really soon now. So, yeah. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.